Hey everyone, Prestio here with some Langrisser Mobile. Point matches are not point matches, but finals are still going. Um, but there is the new collab that's now out, as well as the new summons. I am not going to be summoning on this. I don't plan to, at least. So, but I do need to be aware of Himeko as well as Wataru. Wataru does have some guard negating capabilities, but the big issue, of course, for me is Himeko. Her talent essentially lets her do a Ninjutsu substitution technique against any single target attack. And since my box is majority long range single target, she's going to be a problem for me. And I mean, that's not even counting all of her massive AoEs, pushbacks, mobility downs, and all sorts of debuffs that she can throw at you. So she might become my new first ban. I'd rather deal with Ares than Himeko at this point, just from what I've seen. Also, I'm just tired of seeing these little flying shurikens over and over again since I've been watching the Chinese Apex matches. Alright, and overall this aesthetic is just not very appealing to me, so I just really don't want to summon on this banner. The good news is that means I get to save up for this month and next month, because next month is all male characters and none of them are used for any bonds. So I get to just save up until sorry, I forgot the names. I get to save up till Patsier and Toa, so that's in 2 months. So anyway, there is some new equipment. Could I pull it up here? Yes, I can. Alright, Glorious Legacy, which is Amelia's exclusive, essentially gives defense and M defense in itself, which is fine. Also actually reduces physical damage taken by 10%, which she kind of needed. And then if she ever has Holy Guard or Advanced Holy Guard active, her counterattack range becomes infinite, which is kind of neat because obviously her kit was supposed to be about counterattacking mages. And unfortunately, her counterattack range did not go far enough when people have Scepters of Divinity or any sort of extensions to their attack range. Unfortunately, this doesn't really fix Amelia at all. She's a tank with no faction buff, and she just, even with her first strike capabilities, she doesn't really do enough damage to be a huge threat against mages. I mean, I guess maybe if she had Thorns, though mine doesn't. That might be enough to be a threat, but even then, I'm not sure. Because technically, the way, even with Thorns, what will happen is her first strike will hit first, and therefore will actually reduce the amount of possible damage that the mage can do, and in turn do to themselves. So it frees up an Oath of Justice for maybe a future tank later on. So I don't really mind it. As for Awakenings, I don't actually have much I need to do. There's Young Jessica, and that's it. The only other female character that had Awakening this month was Himeko, and I'm not going to get her. So we'll go ahead and just dive right into this and knock this out. Unfortunately, Young Jessica's 3-cost skill is not very useful, but I'm still going to go ahead and get it for completion's sake. Accept the mission of the heavens and undertake the task of light in the form of the goddess. It cuts off. Alright. Tensei Jessica, huh? I was not expecting to have a Tensei Jessica, but okay. So my opponent, Young Jessica, is all about the AoE. Everything else is pretty standard. Okay. Yeah, there's not even tanks in this group. It's all mages. It's just destroy everything. No teleports, because obviously the AI doesn't know how to actually use a teleport. Alright, so... Also, I'm pretty sure this Young Jessica doesn't know how to handle using the transformation skill either, so... Shouldn't need to worry about that at all. Alright, a lot of catapults, but that's alright. Oh, right, since I don't have Light of Genesis 3 cost skill, I don't actually get Act Against. Good to know. Alright. Alright, so these are not AoEs, but this is. Let's do, we'll do this first. Nice, got rid of the immunity. And then okay, your AoE, all that good stuff. Alright, so I think I need to go and take out these healers. I think that'll be good enough. And I'm gonna group up everyone here just so they can soak the AoE. This dispels buffs, but that's not a huge deal. Okay. Alright, I need to get rid of Young Jessica. So yeah, despite her having the goddess transformation, the AI never activates it, so it's a kind of a non-issue. Now, regular Jessica is actually kind of a problem. She has an insane amount of M defense. But I can at least kill everybody else. She's used all of her AoEs. So I'm actually going to go ahead and fall back. Alright, we'll use Young Jessica to go ahead and take out the catapults. There we go. It's gonna do nothing. There it is. There we go. Okay. So, Divine Right. When the hero dies, dispel 2 debuffs on all friendly units within 5 blocks, restore HP equal to 3 times int, and reduce damage taken by 15%. This effect lasts 2 turns and cannot be dispelled. So it gives her a little bit of a pseudo Weiler or pseudo Old Landia's type, you know, support death effect type thing. In any case, the spell itself actually is an AoE. It's a mass range one, dispels 1 buff, super effective against demons. It also heals allies within the range, and dispels 2 debuffs and reduces damage taken by 15%. So it's kind of a mix of a lot of things. It's essentially just an improved Breath of the Goddess. So if you want, so if you do want to use Young Jessica as just pure ranged bombardment of like AoEs, or you want the passive, the additional like heal while doing damage type thing, you can kind of do that with her. Unfortunately, that's not really how her kit works best, simply because a lot of, as far as the meta is concerned, there are better AoEers that do better debuffs. And even in the case of like healing while doing AoEs, like Chorus does it better, and she can put down terrain at the same time. So really, Young Jessica's main thing is doing single target out of far range. Unfortunately, that's also being crept on by Tensei Jessica, which is how most people see it. And so anyone that actually is using Young Jessica is probably going to be using her single target, which means this awakening is completely worthless. But in those rare cases where you need a bunch of AoE and you want some additional healing, you can essentially, you have some options. Essentially, you can go 3 cost and then Meteor, or you can go 3 cost and Breath of the Goddess to have just a lot of extra healing while doing AoE damage. So it's kind of interesting in that aspect. It's useless to me because obviously you guys know at this point that I just use her for single target, even with Tensei Jessica. So as for her animation, there you go, some armpits. Alright, and that's kind of it. Yeah, this one, there's not really much to point out here. Let me check a couple of things. Alright, so yeah, next month is Vincent and Kruger, which is not anyone I need or will attend to unneeded to draw. Tsubame's exclusive helmet will be coming out, as well as Gerald and Layla's, I think it's their weapon exclusive is coming out. And then as far as future awakenings, I believe it's just Chloe and Night of Mystery. So that's going to be probably it for the next month. Obviously, by the time the next month comes around, the new Apex season should be starting, so you guys will probably see me struggling my way through that and trying to deal with all these new crazy characters. In any case, I am The Depressed Eeyore. This was Langrisser Mobile. See you guys later.